Hello, good morning, and welcome to this 132 Roden build. The 132 Albatros with me and the budget modeler, which is that way, I think.
Wrong way.
That way? That way. I'll go the opposite way.
I'm over here.
Yeah. Budget modeler, this guy here, who's looking very slim at the minute.
Yes. Don't lose weight how I did. It's not big and it's not clever.
Yes, and you go blind.
Yes.
Couple of under
Tell you what.
There you go.
There we go.
Hey, I've got my logo.
Or we could just put them back in the original.
There we go. That's only little he can go underneath. I don't fit underneath too well.
No.
So, how are you two today?
I am fine, thank you very much.
Good.
I'm all right.
Good. Modman, you got some kits this week.
I did. You got.
Nice.
I want. And
very nice.
I am looking forward to this one the most, though.
The storm of it is lovely.
Yeah. You might need a hand with the decals and stuff because I've never used them before, but
well, that's what the Discord's for.
Yeah.
You can go on there anytime and see if people want to go on and speak and FaceTime and stuff.
Yeah.
What about you, Steff? What have you been up to?
Not a lot, really. Mainly recovering from last weekend. Did We Have Waves Fest?
Oh yeah, you did.
It was
brilliant. Your wife's very popular with the celebrities.
Oh, she's a tart. Yes. They did kind of like her. Probably because she was the prettiest person on the bloody stand. So
yeah. Given that was you, John, and Malcolm.
It was me who went and got them all because everybody else is like, well, no, we can't go. Balls, I'm off. Boom, gone. Hey, they shit out the same. They go to the toilet the same as I do.
Yeah.
Just because they're on TV and more people know them. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not like they were in the military and they've actually done something for the country.
Yeah.
So I just treat them as any normal person. But the fact that it gets our name out there a lot more.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It helps us. So there was an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
But the one that surprised me the most, I'm still not sure whether it was Dermot O'Leary or Ben Woodill.
Who's he?
You'll know him. Did you ever watch Horrible Histories?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. He played Henry VIII.
Gotcha.
Have you seen Ghosts?
No.
On BBC Two, the comedy. Watch it. It's hilarious.
Oh.
He plays the captain.
Steff, take over. I've got a delivery.
No. The show's more important. And there he was. Gone. Great. Tell you what, we'll go through the comments, shall we?
Yeah.
Stevie T's in and waiting. Tiff says, morning, Steve. Hi, Tiff, says Steve. Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people. Hope you're having a bonza day. Oh, hell yes.
It's been all right so far.
Jim's in saying, good morning, Steff, Mikey, and modders.
Morning, Jim.
Jim says, good morning, mate. It's Stevie T. Steve replies with, hi, Jim. Ooh, nice. Oh, kits. Sorry. Nice. Yeah, kits. Oh, dear. Must get myself a Rubicon kit, says Jim. They are very, very quick to go together, mate.
Yeah, there's not many parts in this one.
No. There is a good one, the King Tiger. It's a 156 scale King Tiger with full interior.
Yeah, I mean, that there is just the bike.
Nice.
And then you've got the people.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
3 sprues. Nice.
Yeah.
He goes on to say, so many YouTube channel people and others at We Have Ways. There was lots of people.
Yeah.
Steve from Telescale Models is in. Good morning. Good morning, young man. How you doing?
Morning.
Just so you know, Steve and I are doing our Voyager build together on a Tuesday. Good day, Duke, says Jim. And Dancing, I love that name, Dancing with Aardvarks. Good morning, Aardvarks.
Good morning.
Aardvarks, good morning, says Jim. And that's us caught up.
Yeah.
Come on, Mikey. What you get? You know you can talk.
Yeah, no. My channel, I can talk whenever I want. It's my channel. I'll talk if I want to.
Me. All I heard was me.
No, Cade took the keys upstairs with it last night. I didn't realise, so he had to pass it me through the window.
What's that? Nav force.
It's a very nice.
Thrown on the floor item.
Watch.
Ooh, give me a sec. Ooh, that's nice.
Yes. Guess how much it cost me?
Has it got big numbers on it so you can read it?
I don't need numbers.
Go on then.
Right.
About 50 quid.
£10.
Nice.
And it's a proper metal watch as well.
Oh, very nice.
You've got a pest.
Oh, dear Lord.
Right.
Sonic.
Hello, Sonic.
I just woke up.
All right, Sweet Pea. Did you wake up with your baseball cap on?
No, he's just put that on.
I just put it on.
I just think it'd be funny if Sonic actually slept in his baseball cap.
Don't tempt him.
No, I don't fancy ruining hats. I sleep. I need a smoke.
Comes with a 1-year international guarantee.
We've got most of the comments done, Mikey. So do you want to crack on with the last couple?
Yeah, where did we get up to, Tiff?
Jim saying good morning to. There we go. We're there.
Yeah. So Dan says, hi, Jim, Steve, and Tiff. Well, good morning to you too, dancers. Jim says, totally scale models. Good morning, Steve. Saw your update video yesterday. Volume was a bit low. Ooh. Jim says, hello, Sonic.
Hey, Jim, and everyone else in this high chat. How do you do? Get that out of the way.
Right, so did you take your Albatros with you to We Have Waves Fest?
I did, and it proved quite popular.
Ooh, good.
Not as popular as the Cauldron.
Yeah.
Which was not as popular as the Trigger.
Which was not as popular as your wife, apparently.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, very true. Hey, very true.
Yeah. Ooh, interesting. Can you pull up that comment, Modmin? Steve says, I'm making a new YouTube channel to show simple videos of what I'm working on. Can't do this one as my mates already are. You do models, that's for kids. I don't want to get any comments off them.
Don't ignore them. Ignore people like that because they're idiots.
Yeah.
They just
don't know what they're talking.
Yeah, they don't have a clue.
Yeah.
And I have very, very little time for people like that.
Oh, that's glued in the wrong place. It's the first time it's actually stuck, and it's stuck in the wrong place.
Oh, good Lord.
For frig's sake. There you go.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Steve, share the link to your new Discord channel your new YouTube channel in the Discord, so that Modmin can share it with us.
Yep.
Because Modmin's good at stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why we have her as Modmin.
Yep.
She's fully trained, and she's well supplied with hobnobs. Sonic, you're supposed to provide the hobnobs.
I've got digestives.
Digestives don't count.
They do. Same shape and everything.
Totally scale models. He says, "Yep, it is what it is."
It is, Steve. You just have to eventually get there.
Oh yeah, totally scale models is when you're doing the Voyager with.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Yeah. I'm still half asleep.
God, the speed of a stunned cod.
Jim says, hasn't been said yet, so I'll say it now. Albatros! Totally Scale Mall says, Steve, don't worry about folks. Yeah. Besides, you can always switch the comments off. Jim says, I could go for some hobnobs right now. I don't have hobnobs. I have Nairn's OTs. Mainly because, one, they're lower in sugar, and two, you get the box and they come in little packs of 5, which stops me getting carried away with them.
Is that like a ration pack?
No. Well, they taste like ration pack ones, but...
Oh, no, just like with the amount of them in a tiny packet, it puts me in the mind of the MREs. I did the other night.
Dances with Advax. Says, don't mention hobnobs, they are my favourite and I can't eat them anymore.
Oh no, bless him.
Chucky says, Seagull! I mean, Albatros! Stand by your bed, you horrible lot.
Morning, Chucky.
Very Chucky, boy.
Totally says, I have palm violets. Ooh.
I'm guessing that's Parma violets.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Parma violets.
I still don't know what they are. This is really bugging me. Jim says, Chucky! Getting this top wing on is really starting to get on my nerves. Chucky says, hiya.
Right, should we go around have a look at what we've got up to? Do you want to show us?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, I've been trying all week to get this bloody top wing on. But, as you can see, I don't know if it'll focus. Yeah. There you go. These are rather thin and flimsy. So the minute you knock them or put any weight on them, they break off. So, but I've managed to get the Cabane struts on, which has taken me all week to get them to actually stay on. Problem is now getting the wing glued on so I can get the other struts on. And unfortunately, that's just not sticking on. It's really annoying me because I can't get anything to line up on it. Because there's no studs or anything. Well, there's very little studs on there. So, yeah. That's me trying to figure that crap out. What about you, Steff?
Me? It's practically done.
Good.
There we go. Was it this side? Yep. You can probably just about see it. There. And there. I snapped the struts. So they were super glued back in. I did very nearly cry when that happened. As you can see, there's still black super glue marks there, and underneath. But what I did to do mine, Mikey, was I drilled really fine holes and put some really fine metal rods in there, so either brass or aluminium Roden or tubing.
Yeah.
And did that. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass getting it right, but it is well worth it because it holds it nicely. So as you can see there. So this is practically done. I just got some bits and pieces. I just got to put some weathering, bit of powder on the wheels.
Probably where mine's going to up as a crushed plate.
And I just need to work out what I'm going to do as a base. Probably the same as a cauldron, actually.
Yeah.
So this will be going with me tomorrow and Sunday. I've got
Yeah.
a couple of shows to go to, so I'll take it with me then.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
There you go. 0.8 of a millimeter. The thickness of the struts on mine.
Yep. So have you got 0.6 and 0.4?
I have, but there's no way I can drill that neat, that accurately. It's
Let's have a look at your cabanes.
focused on you.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no way I can drill into that. But I can.
You'll be surprised what you can do, mate. Trust me, I was surprised at what I could do as well. So, right, time for a bit of paint, I believe. And watch me go and cock it all up. All my
Might just find a way of supporting it there. If I can find a way of supporting it upside down, I might be able to glue it in the right place. Yeah, comments. Dancy says, "Hi, Chalky." Yeah, totally Selmore says Palmer. Chalky says, "Tiff and Sonic, hiya, good peeps."
Hi.
He also says, "Hi there, dancers." Steve said, "I'll probably snap and re-glue those 6 times in the process of making it." Yeah, I pretty much have. It took me about 3 or 4 hours just to get the cabane struts to stick in the right place. Dancy says, "Got no brass rods for the spars." I have, but it's getting them to stick as well. Jim says, "Very good, Steff."
Thank you, Jim.
And Chalky says, "Steff, nice."
Thank you, Chalky.
He says the model's not bad either.
Ah, ba-bum. He's here all week. Try the wheel.
Totally says, "Steff, I've ordered 2 AK acrylic paint markers for the sensor array. I wiped off what I had painted."
All right, what colours have you got, mate?
They are supposed to be very good. Gary Evans has been using them to do his Marauder.
Yeah.
And he's done another plane, and he didn't even prime the little model that he's done to test them. And they've just painted on fine straight away. One coat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I might get myself some of them. Duke says, "Mikey, I have soaked some toothpicks in watered down PVA. Now I am going to trim the toothpicks to size, put some brass rods in the ends, and glue them in. The cabanes, I'm going to use thin brass rod." Excellent.
No, what's Duke building?
Albatros.
Oh, he's doing the same one, is he?
I don't know if he's doing someone. I think he might be doing a Mark V.
Right.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I think he's doing an Albatros. What I remember.
Cool.
Jim says, Steff, transporting the Albatros seems like a real challenge. How do you pack it without breaking anything?
I just take it apart, then sew it back together when I take it there. Shh, don't tell the animal people.
Squarish, aka James, says, Hi all. Hello, James.
Hello, James.
Okay.
Hi.
Frank Holder says, Hi, people. Hello, Frank. Welcome back.
Hello, Frank.
Morning, Frank.
Hello, Frank.
Shit.
Totally says, Orange and yellow.
Ah, cool.
Duke says, I'm doing the same as Mikey. Oh, so you are doing the Albatros D3 then. Cool. You'll do a better job than me, mate. To be honest, I'm lucky I've got the low wing on the right way. The engine could have been in the tail or anything.
Oh, now there's an idea.
A pusher.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this at the minute. Other than play with the propeller. Dancy says, Hi, James and Frank. Frank says, I almost cried last night. I was taking my completed Trumpeter 124 Stuka up to my display room and slipped, fell on it and destroyed it.
No.
Massive irreparable damage, heartbroken. 6 weeks of work gone.
Oh, mate. That is...
What are you meant to say to that?
I've been there. I know exactly how you're feeling. If you have a look in my back catalogue, you'll see the Wingnut Wings Dolphin that had pride of place. Loved it. And it got knocked on the floor. And it just went...
Did you beat the person to death for doing it?
No, because it was my wife who did it by accident.
Ah. So she beat you to death for putting it there in the first place.
It had been there for about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Anyway, these things happen.
Yeah. Duke says, I have so many distractions that it's taking me ages. Yeah, that's the other problem with me as well. Plus the fact that I'm so tired all the time and things.
Oh, don't. Squirrel!
Yeah. Frank says, Hi, Dances with Aardvarks. I still think that's a very cool name, Dances with Aardvarks.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it. Shall I change my name?
Yeah. Dances with the Budget Modeler. Dances with Styrene.
There you go.
Dancy says, I would have cried. Yeah, I think most of us would have.
Yep.
I just sat on the floor having a tantrum.
I'm going to say something now. It's probably going to be a bit controversial. But this is me. While I'm building it, I'm very, very emotionally attached to it. Yeah. But once it's built, once it's done, once it's put to bed, that's it. The emotion to it, the emotional connection with it goes.
Yeah.
So I didn't get Mardy with the bird because she knocked it off. It's like, yeah, okay, fine. These things happen. Don't worry about it. Yeah. But it's a scale model. It's not life or death. It needs to be put into perspective what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, don't worry. No point worrying. It's not like you've killed me or you did it deliberately, is it? And she's like, no. Hold on.
Oh, there you go. Jim says, Frank, Blimey, my sympathies. Yeah. And Chalky says, Frank, bro. And Duke says, the budget aardvark. That'd be quite funny. Steve says, if it was a model I was proud of, I'd be utterly gutted. All that work. Damn. Yeah.
Steve, there will come a time when you do. You just got to be patient. It will come. You will get there. But it's just patience. Practice and patience and patience and practice.
Yeah. Do you know what? I know it's not supposed to have, because the undercarriage is flimsy as hell on this as well.
Mm.
Dead easy. What I might do is, instead of putting the brass rod on the as the tie rod for the axle, it's where it's supposed to go. What I might do is put it as a cross member, just to give it a bit of strength.
Yeah.
Because it keeps coming away from the fuselage because it's so flimsy.
Mm. The thing is, though, with that, the vast majority of people won't realise that.
Yeah.
Would you not get away with like making like an X shape? Sort of like two parts coming feet up for each of the wheels diagonally.
Yeah, that's what he means by cross member. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't sure. Now I know. A good idea,
The old Remy doesn't die, does he? Still
Oh, good
thinking
Lord. Is he Remy? Or was he Remy?
I was.
Oh. What were you in? Sonic?
Me? Oh, sorry.
He hasn't served. He was in the Army Cadets, but that's about it.
D Platoon, Royal Highland Fusiliers.
Cool. Right,
Chalky was in. Chalky was in the infantry. He's a trench dweller. Aren't you, Chalky? He's a Jockanese trench dweller.
Jockanese.
But we love him and we forgive him.
Well, you can say that. If I said that, I'd be hung, drawn, and quartered for racism.
Yeah, I'm a minority in the UK. Yeah.
This would the term infantry, though. It sounds like something you would be put into before you can be old enough to join the cadets.
Mm.
You know, a bunch of toddlers running about in camel gear.
Don't say that to him, bloody hell.
That'd be funny, you know.
You'll really upset him. They don't like being made out to be children, funnily enough.
Just because they act like it. And they have a look with TV, see if they can pick up a camouflage bib.
I'm not going for accuracy anymore. I'm just going for
Finishing.
Yeah, I just want it to be look vaguely like a plane.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to strengthen everything.
Why not, mate? Why not?
I can worry about realism when I go to the wing that wings one. Dances says, I came up with the name to deter copycats, and if other people use @dances with, aardvarks will always appear first.
Nice. Great idea.
Oh, hang on, my father-in-law's just turned up for some reason.
So let's wait for you. Let's do some comments as we're waiting for him. Kieran's in. But morning all.
Hello, Kieran.
Morning.
Jim's in. Is that Kieran? Good morning. Then Dances says more like a no budget aardvark. Working out what I can sell to buy a milling attachment for my Myford lathe. Ooh. Kieran says, hi, Jim. Hope all's well. Steve says, the thing is, Steve T, we're all our own worst critic. I'm never totally satisfied with any of my models. I'm pleased what I have built, but I always find faults with it. Yes, we do. It's like the Albatros. I can point out 20 mistakes quite easily. Same with the Caudron. I see all the mistakes, the errors, the problems. To be honest with you, everybody else who looks at it, nobody can see past the rigging. And I'm like, yes, that was right. So I'm quite happy with that. Oh, she's on the vodka already.
Nope. Flavoured water.
Ah.
It's gin. Shh.
Chalky says, 1st Battalion Queen's Own Highlanders, the only way forward is armoured infantry. Jim says, at Kieran, all is great, mate. And then Kieran says, great to hear, Jim. And Jim says, I read somewhere that during the Great War, German soldiers called the 51st Highlanders the ladies from hell. I think it was something like that. I'm sure that Chalky will tell us.
I think on the way into battle, they would be playing their bagpipes.
Oh, yeah.
Hear them coming from miles, just to terrify people.
Yep.
Awesome, man.
So just wait for Mikey to come back. There you go. Chalky says, they called us the devils in skirts. Right, I've done those cleanups and touch-ups. I think I might just call that done. Do a base for it. Do a base for it at some stage. Sorry, say again.
I was saying that looks awesome.
Thank you very much, Lee. It obviously looks better from a distance.
I don't think I could have done all that rigging and stuff like.
No, man, I'd be paranoid to touch any of that.
It depends on your mindset. It's always worth a go. Start on something like the Fokker DR1. There's very little rigging on that. Then move on to something like this. Then you have a go at something like the DH2, the Caudron, something like that, with twin booms. But yeah, the Caudron is probably the one that has got the most rigging on it as a World War I biplane.
Back, sorry about that.
That's all right. Everything all right?
Yeah. Morgan last night asked at about 8:30 if I could take him up to his nan and granddad's to pick up his clothes and his Oculus.
Yeah.
And I said, no, because it's too late. You need to have a bath. Then we're going to watch a film before bed. Like, all right. Then. Said, I'll take you up tomorrow. He's messaged his nan and granddad and got him to drop his Oculus off today. And he's not even out of bed yet.
Little sod.
Yeah. And his nan and granddad knew nothing about it. All they knew is that as far as they were aware, was he just wanted his Oculus. He told me and Kay he wanted to get some clothes.
Oh, grounded.
Yeah, because he knew that Kay's banned him from having his Oculus in the house. He can't behave himself when he's on it.
Oh.
Oh.
So he's
playing people against each other.
But he forgets me and his nan and granddad and his mum talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kay's not very amused.
I bet she's not.
Oculus. What is that?
It's like
It's the VR headset thing.
Ah, gotcha.
That's right. If he wants to play on it, he can play it in the back garden now. Well, what he does is he plays on it in his room, but we keep saying to him, "Don't jump around because the floorboards aren't very good anymore." Because it's an 80-year-old house, 80-odd-year-old house, and it's one of the ones that were built quickly after the war.
Yeah.
So the floorboards aren't great in it. So we say to him, "Don't jump around, so sit on the bed and play with it sat on the bed." But he just doesn't listen, and he goes swinging his arms around and knocking things over and all sorts.
Lord.
So if he's going to play on it, he can play on it outside.
Also, the risk of showing my age here, I'm hearing the name Oculus. I'm thinking it's a kind of like Transformers, like action figure or something.
That's what I thought when I first heard it. Yeah, I was just speaking to his granddad outside.
Cool.
Because it is, like I said, his granddad. All his nan and granddad knew was that he wanted his Oculus. They didn't know anything about clothes or anything, so they've come all the way down here with just an Oculus and no clothes for him.
Oh.
And all he brought with him yesterday was a T-shirt. So I had to go out and spend 40 quid on clothes for him. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'd have sent him back with the Oculus. Apologise profusely. Say, Kay's banned him from having it in the house.
Yeah.
Can you take it back so you now know?
What I've done is I've taken it upstairs and given it to Kay and told her what he's done. And Kay will put a foot down with it. So he's pretending to be asleep at the minute because I just went in his room.
He's in deep goggy doodah.
Yes. If he wants to play it, he can play it out. And the thing is, well, you say to him, you're only having half an hour because he's too young for it anyway, really. Because he's only 12 years old. And you're not supposed to be on it for more than half an hour.
No.
And he, no matter how many times his mum and Kay tell him to come off it, he won't come off it. It's only when I tell him to come off it that he'll actually try and put it down. So then obviously it starts overheating, which means it struggles to switch off and things like that, and he uses that as an excuse to keep playing then.
Yeah.
So in the end, I think last time I just took it off his head and put it on the bed and said, "Get downstairs."
Yep. You will go downstairs.
Yes. I take no prisoners. Where are we up to on comments, Modman? I realise I've missed quite a few. Jim says, "Thank you, Chalky." Nancy says, "Oh no, now I got the image of Jim in Carry On Up the Khyber." Jimmy Jim. Nancy says, "Oh, Chalky, not Jim." Frank says, "Oculus, wow, I wanted one of those, but it was over £700. I'm too poor." Yeah, we didn't buy him.
Yeah.
Our grandparents did.
Yeah, they're
even though we advised them not to. Chalky says, "Kids." Yeah. Chalky says, "Dances." Ha 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 ha. There's an image. Ha 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 ha. Jim says, "Anything involving me wearing a kilt would be a mentally disturbing image." What I want to know is, if Chalky was armoured infantry, how did he not burn his ass when he sat on the metal with wearing a kilt?
There's a thing.
Yeah. I mean, he must have sat on the hot metal at some point. Mark Broadwith is in. He says, "Morning, chaps." Good
Morning, Mark.
Morning.
How's the Wendy coming along?
Good Wendy.
A Wendy is a Type W weapons loader that we used, and Mark does a lot of 3D design for stuff like that. We'll send him all the blueprints and everything, all the plans, and he's making one.
Nice.
Superstar. Oh yeah, Mikey,
Yes.
forgot to tell you, when I did this, the top wing on this, I did the centre cabanes first, got them all glued in position and set and solid, and then I did the outboard ones.
Do you want to finish? Do you want to finish eating before you before you carry on? Because all I can hear is
No.
Didn't Lisa never tell you to eat, tell you not to eat with your mouth full?
Oh yeah, plenty of times. Let me just finish.
That was after she wiped the food off her. Stop eating with your mouth full.
I started with the centre cabanes first.
Yeah.
Got those on nice and solid, and I just rested this on top of the cabanes as they set.
Yeah.
And glued in on there. Then I did the outboards. That's when I broke this one, but it was easily repairable.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I did it.
What I'm going to do is, because I've just tried doing that, but because they're flimsy, they just sort of, the weight of the wing just forced them apart. So what I'm going to do is I've got them set to the right distance. So I'm going to cut a piece of brass rod and put that across as a spar, so it holds it in place whilst it's resting. Then.
Yeah.
Do you not get away with like putting some like cocktail sticks, using them?
Brass rods better.
Yeah. I'm halfway through the brass rod now. Cocktail sticks. Yeah.
The brass rod.
Yeah, the brass rod I can leave on there though. That's the thing as well. It's thin enough to leave on, and it just looked like a spar. I can't wait to get on to the next kit.
Yeah. All right. While you're doing that, I'll go through the comments for you.
No problems.
Dance with Albatros goes, lol. Jim says, Mark, good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Mark.
Yep. Chalky says, you only do it once, Bearded. Then you sit on your kit. Luckily, I only had to do it a couple of times.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I was watching an interesting documentary the other day. It was about how the Scottish regiments, specifically the Black Watch, the equipment and uniform that they used during the First World War, and how they maintained it and stuff like that. It was quite interesting. It was on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Mark says, our survey says, there's bracing wires on the undercarriage on a real one. Yeah, that makes sense. So if I do the wire on there, as the metal brass rod on there as well, that wouldn't look out of place.
There you go.
Hey, there we go. See, if mine had the big flat axle that yours did, that'd probably make it a lot more stable.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Very
this
much.
hasn't. It's got a thin strip of plastic, which is not much thicker than the brass rod.
Mm.
Our Chalky says,
Uh,
the Black Watch are all sheep fiddlers.
Black Watch are Welsh.
Not Welsh, they're Jockanese.
Ah, they must be Tuchters then.
Aye. The haggis followers. Jim says, my question, Mikey, did the Scots not have the standard British Army kit during the Great War? it depended on which regiment they were, because there were a number of different Scottish regiments, but regiments like the Black Watch and the Guards and things like that wore kilts rather than wearing the trousers. Some of them, I think, by the end of the war were wearing trousers because they realised that, hiking around in knee-deep frozen water with just a kilt on is not good for you.
No.
Especially if you're standing there in the snow for days on end. Right, what's that set? Is that even level? No, is it? Sodding hell. Yeah. But I can level that out later. Right, let that dry. Don't play with it. Don't fiddle it. It's too tempting, isn't it? And before the glue's dry, it's tempted to try and do something with it.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm terrible for fiddling.
There you go. That's the answer to the question, Jim. From Chalky. Highlanders wore kilt, Lowlanders wore trousers. There we go. I think my whole plane's on a skewer flight. So. Yeah. Boing. But hey. Should sit all right. Yeah. They're the right distance apart now anyway, so
Yay.
that's it, should be okay. Jim says, I can tell I'm amongst people from the UK because when I hear Great War, everyone here knows what war I am referring to. Or when I say Great War, everyone knows what war I'm referring to. Yeah. It wasn't much for war for America, was it? The whole 12 months. Joined in just long enough to join in the parades at the end.
Yep.
Shit. Steve says, signs that you're old. I just had to buy a tool to get a Tamir paint cap off.
Huh.
With like the Tamir extra thinner stuff, bottles, I usually put a rubber band around the cap because it's easier to grip, and which makes it easier to unscrew if it gets a little bit stuck. Especially if you're trying to hold things with one hand.
Yeah.
In fact, I need to put one on because that's a new. Jim says, say that in America, most wouldn't have a clue. Yeah.
Very much.
If they did have a clue, they'd think they won the war themselves. Chalky says, we only wear a kilt in combat areas now just to scare the locals. The devils who wear trousers. Steve, I mean the paints. The caps get rock hard to unscrew. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. I know what you meant. It's just that helps as well, putting a rubber band around the caps.
Mm.
Oh, we're going to play scheme.
Yep. This is my weathering powders.
Ah.
Chalk pastels. So much cheaper.
And you can mix your own colours.
Exactly.
I'd just be playing with the colours. I'd just be drawing with them or something and stick it up on the fridge. Yeah, that's pretty much that. So that should sit in the right place now. Yay! It stays on.
Nice.
So if I put some glue along. Dab, dab, dab. Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah, all right, mate. Shut up.
Someone doing the hard work. Right, I need to get down. So... Oh, it's a bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like a
Is that a crow or something?
yeah.
Yeah, it's a ruck. We've got this big one that comes and sits in the garden and scares the bejesus out of everybody else.
There you go. It wasn't quite in the right position, but because of the metal bar now, it just sort of slipped and fell into the right position.
Cool.
It wanted to sit flat on the rod.
Nice.
Cool. Our survey says, Mark says, nice looking models coming along. Thank you very much. I mean, mine's
Thanks, mate.
turned into a bit of a chaos, but yeah, thank you. Jim says, I find powders, pastels adhere better to a matte paint surface than satin or gloss.
Yep.
Have you done a tutorial video on them stuff?
I believe so. I'll have to go and have a check. I can't remember. If not, I'll do one.
Yeah, could be interesting. Jim says, good for you, Mikey. A first step towards assembling the top wing. Yes. A first step to not slamming my fist down on top of the model like I was going to the other day. It's amazing. Taking a break for a few days, you just think, oh, yeah, if I do that, that'll make it a lot easier. Stupid boy. Mark says, it's on my to-do list.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not doing much modeling today, people, but I don't want to mess with it when the glue's drying, given how much it has a propensity to fall apart at the minute. Mark says, in fact, it's on my desk now.
Ooh.
Whilst I'm waiting for this glue to dry, does everyone want to see what my next video is going to be about? I'm going to do a kit review. Does anyone want to see what the kit's going to be? Let me know in the comments. I won't show you inside the box, but I'll show you the box. If you want to know. Guns and Roses. You're right, bag puss.
Hmm?
You're right there, bag puss. You're right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yawning.
Yeah.
We keeping you awake?
No. Still tired.
Bless you. Ooh, chat's gone very quiet.
We've got 9 people watching. Oh, 10.
Oh, wait.
9.
10, 9, 10, 9.
We jumped up to 10, then went back down to 9.
Yeah, that happens quite a lot.
I think the most you had in yesterday was about 14.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Got 2 down likes though. Unlikes.
Why?
I don't know. I've given up trying to figure it out.
Yep.
At the end of the day, we had fun. That's what matters.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait. Hater's gonna hate.
All right.
Potato's gonna potato.
Yep. Troll's gonna troll.
Yeah. Chalky says, I'm looking forward to reading this one out. Chalky says, Sonic was keeping her awake. You bad man, Sonic.
Oh, it wasn't too much bed and not enough sleep, was it?
My snoring's not that bad.
I don't know. It has woken me up a few times.
Was that when you punched him in the back of the head to get him to shut up? That's why he keeps his hat on now as a hard hat.
Yeah, but when I woke up, I swear it felt more like a frying pan hit me.
No, do you know what, right? He's got a Super King bed, and he acts as if it's a freaking single.
Well, to be fair, he's only little. You know, when he's there on his own, he can, you know, move around the entire bed, can't he? He could sleep on it sideways and not touch the sides.
Yeah.
Jim says dislikes must be people with no sense of humor.
Yep. Come on, Mikey, go full screen and show us what your next one is.
My next kit, well,
just move the Albatros first gently.
Right. I'm going to be doing an unboxing video of it, and then when I get round to doing my next build just for me, I'm going to build it. So it's going to be that.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Now, MHA got a pretty bad reputation with being really basic kits.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of pieces to them. There's only 5 sprues. But it is actually a really nice model. It's a nice kit. It's got plenty of detail on it. So, yeah. That should be fun. And because it's the tadpole as well, it's about 30 centimeters long.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's got stuff that I can drill out, stuff like the mortars and machine guns and the field guns and things, and the exhaust. So I'll have a lot of fun with that one.
Mikey, that mortar,
Yes.
you could remake that with brass tubing.
Yes, I could.
And it would look so much better because you'd get the right thinness of the metal and everything else and wouldn't have to worry about going dodgy on the redrill.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I could buy some some brass tube the right diameter.
Yeah. And also get one the next size up, and then you can score and just snip off lengths so you can just slide it down.
Yeah.
To make the bracing for the front legs.
I could even put a light in the machine gun or something. Ooh.
Right, there you go. That's what your next job is. Electricity.
Yeah. I do like doing electronics. It's fun. Jim says the tadpole, very good choice, Mikey. Thank you. It is between that, the Mark 1 from Takom, or the Mark 5 from MHA.
Yeah.
And I decided to do tadpole. Something different. Question: what is the idea behind the design of the tadpole? Was it more easily negotiate the terrain? Kind of. It is actually to as a way to make it easier to get over trenches. But they realized that if you just take the back end off a Mark IV and just extend it, then it becomes too heavy for itself and snaps when it tries to cross a trench. So they decided not to put it into service.
Right.
So it's actually an experimental tank.
Ah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Right. I think we're both at a stage now where we're just sat here waffling.
Yeah.
You need to leave that to dry. And I've practically finished.
Yeah.
So if you want to catch up and we'll do the final reveal video next week.
Yeah, we can do. I mean, I can try and catch up, yeah. I mean, it should be a bit better because it's a bit stronger now.
Yeah. So just let it go off overnight.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a finish up video next week. So
yeah,
you've seen where Mikey's is. I'm not going to show you where mine is because I'm saving that reveal next week.
It's on your desk.
It's not on my desk.
Is it not?
No, it's over there.
Question from Jim. So what's next for you, Steff?
Surprise. I've been trying for the last 2 weeks to get this bloody shithole tidied and failed miserably because the weather over here has been so volatile. You can't, because I've got to get a load of stuff out the shed so I can get everything sorted, and the amount of stuff I'm going to bin, probably half of what's in here will go in the bin. I don't need it anymore. It's been here for 3-4 years, some of the stuff, and I've never used it. So it's going to be gone, and hopefully give me a shed load more room. And then just make sure this is, because this is an absolute shithole. Here you go. I'll show you. Give us a sec. So it goes from over there, infinite show. Oh, I've got my best mate over there. I've got Spider who lives in there, and he comes out occasionally. So I'll leave that there. That is not going to get touched. And then just look at the mess.
Lisa's G-string.
Yeah. Look at that absolute.
I couldn't work like that.
Yeah, nah.
No, I've got to the stage now where I'm like, no, this is just getting. This is
It's getting silly.
awful. It's stupid.
Speaking of which, I've actually got a unit coming today, and you know those box storage units. So it's like a box frame, and then you slide the boxes into it. I've got an eight section one of them coming today to put in front of my desk, and it's the same height as my desk, so I'll be able to put my monitor further back, so I'll have more space on my desk, and I won't be right up into the camera as well.
Nice.
And my eyes gonna be like, ooh. Trying to try and look at the screen.
Yes, I'll be releasing a new video soon. I've got to do my usual, which is look inside the boxes of what I'm building, tell people what I'm going to be doing, and then start it.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing on a Friday after next week.
Yeah.
Are we, Steff?
I thought we were doing that on a Tuesday night.
Well, we can do what we want, can't we? That's
Yeah,
the magic of YouTube.
We'll decide what we're going to do.
Yeah. Have a team meeting.
Yes.
You can always go for a nice, lovely road trip up to Scotland. Hint, hint.
Will we see them when we go to Telford, man?
Yeah. Definitely going to Telford.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll be ace. I'll get to meet everyone at Telford.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Always good. Always good.
Got the B&B booked. Just waiting for the tickets now.
Yeah.
Well, we're thinking of getting a hotel for the Saturday night.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be too much for me driving an hour and a half there and then an hour and a half back on the same day.
Yeah. See, that's what we've done.
Plus, it'd be nice to be able to have a drink. So, who knows?
Oh, yes.
There may be a few of us in one of the hotel bars having a drink or something. That could be interesting.
Yes, very much. Should we do the last comments and then toddle off?
Yeah. Well, Jim says inventory and reorganization is always a good thing, Steff.
Oh, yes.
Chucky says, where's the likes, people? Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Chalky says, great streams always. Take care. Cheers, Chalky, mate.
Thanks, Chalky.
Steve says, what was that kit, Mikey? I was called away and missed you showing it. It is that one. World War One tadpole tank.
Hold it there a sec.
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry.
Clicked at the same time.
Yeah.
There you go, Steve.
They're pretty cheap kits as well, to be fair.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, I might do that this afternoon. Actually, work on a video for that.
Cool.
Yeah. So I got
Mikey, comments?
Yeah. Sorry, Morgie's just come in. Duke says, "Have fun until next time." Have fun, Duke. Jim says, "Have a great weekend, everyone." Steve says, "Oh wow, superb! Yeah, it should be. It's a good kit by the look of it." Steve says, "Thanks for the stream, guys. No problems. I'll be back with John and Gary on Monday at 2 p.m. for Three Veterans panel show. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Like and subscribe.
I'm back on Tuesday with Voyager, And then we're back on next Friday with a real show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it'll be the reveal show. It might be just a pile of broken pieces. At this rate. Right. So we shall say our goodbye. Oh, Kieran, thanks for the great stream. Have a great weekend, everyone. Have a great
Cheers,
weekend, Kieran. We'll see you on Discord, mate.
Yeah.
So it's goodbye from me.
Other way.
Other way.
Oh, wait.
Switch sides, haven't we? It's goodbye from me,
It's a goodbye from him.
and it's a goodbye from them.
Bye.
Goodbye from all
Stay
of us.
safe.
Bye, everyone.
Stay safe. Keep modeling, guys. Bye.
Bye.
So go on and do not stop till his tail's down near your prop. If he only crashes this side